Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first IORMC practice match. Uh, so, uh, so my name is Nima, and I'll be one of the commentators for this match. I'm joined, as usual, by Masa and also special guest commentator Mio.
Hi guys, I'm Mio.
Hello, everyone.
Okay, so we are doing a set of 3 IORMC practice matches. We're going to have 3 of the U.S. representatives practice against 3 other teams of 3. One of the teams of 3 that are going to be playing is LAPOM. The next one is a select group of online players. And then we also have a special guest team from Japan, from the Mahjong Watch team. So today, representing the U.S. will be Korak. From LAPOM, it will be Bryant. Our special select online player is XGO. And from Mahjong Watch, we have Taro. I'm going to do this. Here we go. So you can see, and they are in the seat order listed on the top left corner of the screen. Korak will be the starting dealer, and we will be using the IORMC rules. This will be a team match, so there will be a cumulative score. It will be using the usual Oka and Uma from Tenho. For those of you who are not familiar with that, the Uma is 1020, and there's a 20k Oma, or a 20k Oka. The rules that differ from Tenho are, the main rule is Akanashi, but also relevant are that there is no Agariyame or Tenpai-yame, meaning that the game will continue even if the last dealer wins or is in Tenpai until dealership passes in South 4. There are also no abortive draws of any kind. Other than that, the rules are pretty much the same as usual Tenho rules. And we will be watching on the 5-minute delay that's normal for spectator games on Tenho. So right now we're just going to have to wait another minute for the match to start. Mio or Masa, did you guys have anything you wanted to say before we start watching?
Oh yeah, I do have something I want to say. The player from Mahjong Watch, Taro, he had a message for us. So he said, Japan has a M League starting in October, and then they're trying to put Mahjong into the Olympics. And for Mahjong to be in the Olympics, they need international players like this. So he thinks he hoped these events could get a hit on the international Mahjong community. And he says he's been pretty busy with, editing the Mahjong Watch stuff. But go have fun is his message. So yeah, let the games begin.
Perfect timing. The game just started. So we will be watching from Korak's perspective.
Okay.
Korak is starting east, Bryant is starting south, XGO starting west, and Taro is starting north. East 1, Dora is 6-0.
I think everybody's having a average starting hand, in my opinion.
Maybe Taro-san has a good starting.
Yeah, Taro's hand is probably the best.
Oh, by the way, the Mahjong Watch is the one we are doing the translating, adding on for the YouTube. They have a series for the Mahjong no Takumi series. So Taro-san is the one of the player. He's playing in the video.
Yes, he is. And Taro is Taro's 2-shanten now. It's probably the fastest among all the players right now.
It looks like Bryant broke up. Well, he discarded a 4-mon to confirm 3-mon Janto, but then he discarded that once he drew a 1-pin. Maybe he's going for a Junshan.
Yes. I think he's definitely gonna go for a Junchang here.
Oop. Wow. Brian got it.
And be a Junchang, possible Junchang though. If he draw the 4-pin, then it's not a Junchang for sure.
Yeah, but all the 1-pin is gone, so
4-pin's
yeah.
probably Tsumogiri though. You don't want to take that huge drop in value.
Yes.
Taro-san is an Asian 10. The double Ryankan. Double Ryankan. Ryankan
The
plus
Ryankan is
3 sides weight.
He'll probably
Yeah.
he'll probably confirm Sanshoku,
5, 6, 7.
yeah.
but the Dora weight might be tough.
Yeah.
One minor rule difference that I failed to mention earlier is that there is no multiple roan in IORMC rules, so it will be Atamahane.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Now, yeah, Kanchan 6-0 draw is very good here for XGO. So now XGO is 1 Shan 10, and everyone else is still working on it.
No Chi 10 from Taro. He could have Chi'd
Interesting.
Tumon for Sanshoku, although with that weight and the value wouldn't be very good.
Now the East is kind of fishy, so XGO. Interesting
Oh,
choice.
there you go. Brian got it. Oh, he reached it.
Yeah.
That is sat 4-pin.
Each.
Yeah, but it is Tenpai at least.
Suman. Well, I mean, he saw 3-7 on the board,
Oh,
but
Taro-san came back with
Pretty-
Tenpai with a Compasso.
yeah.
I feel like your guys' views are ahead of mine.
Oh, sorry.
I think Masa's view is a little bit ahead of mine. So
Okay, so 2 Tenpai.
a pretty interesting choice for Lychee there because you see already 3-7 mons
It was,
in the river.
it was
and,
likely to just make the other players fold.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Although I'm more interested in why he chose to hold the 1-pin over the 1-mon or 1-so, because he had
Yeah,
he had different choices of which tile he would want to pair up.
and also the Hatsu and maybe some owner tile to go for lower, but it's Chanta.
Yeah, Chanta Sanshoku. If
Could be, but could be the tough choice.
Yeah, Brian's the type of player who will try and read what tiles are left in the wall. So I'm interested in asking him what he was thinking at the time.
Okay, so East 2, the Dora is 4-1. And then now it's 1 reach stick left and Iponba with Brian's dealer.
Korak paired up Pei, which
Boom.
is his own Yakuhai.
And XGO got a white pawn. I think I caught up you guys in the
Each.
yeah. Lychee
Oh,
on a
discarding the
6-9. Discarding Dora.
Gee.
Yeah.
From the 6-9 weight.
Ricci for Pinfu, maybe Tanyao.
Yes. but this hand doesn't seem to have any, good ways of getting better. So I agree with that, Lichi.
There was a chance to switch over for Sanshoku, but even then it wouldn't be guaranteed.
Yeah.
Usually it's better to just Ricci. And Korak was folding. He followed with the Dora Formon, which Bryant cheed. Bryant's Ishan 10 right now. And XGO got into Tempai for 3-mon. Ooh, here, let's see what he does here.
Though.
2-mon was safer, yes. With the discarding the Dora to Ricci, it means the tiles around it are less likely to be dangerous.
Long.
He got it. So XGO won Haku 1 Dora for 2,000.
And because it's Pomba.
And he got Taro's Ricci stick and Brian's Ricci stick from the previous hand. So now it's East 3, XGO's dealer turn, and the Dora is 8-pin. And Korak opens with an amazing starting hand.
Home.
Pretty good starting hand for XGO too. Now it's just the speed matchup between Korak and XGO.
So Korak chose to take 6 blocks rather than keeping the 9-pin, which is next to the Dora.
And then XGO is struggling to find a pair, find a Janto. And he's still struggling.
And Taro-san is coming back. Oh, he's got a 3-side weight.
Yeah, no, Korak. Yeah, just gonna discard a 3-pin and 5-pin.
I'm interested in why Korak threw 3-pin
Each.
first. Normally the 5-pin, which is Dora Suji, would be more dangerous, so wouldn't you want to discard that first?
Mm-hmm. But he's in Tempai, so
Yeah, in any case, he got the Tempai for Pinfu.
mm-hmm.
It's on time.
Yeah, very.
Ooh, Bryant picked up a Dora.
Yeah, I should pick up another Dora, which could be fishy in this kind of thing. And
very, very brave. With the early 9-pin discard and the 5-pin Ricci, the 8-pin normally wouldn't be very dangerous, but it is still the Dora.
yeah,
I'm surprised he pushed that.
But Georgie got saved.
Oh, that's true.
yeah, super safe, and he still can't find the pair.
If he couldn't throw the Dora, he could have discarded 9-pin and then 7-pin once he got to Tempai, don't you think?
But I think 7-pin is pretty dangerous in that.
Oh,
especially that
absolutely. But if he got to like Pinfu Dora Tempai,
yeah, he's gonna push with that.
Okay, so Bryant just got to Tempai if he can discard the 6-so.
And then because of that, he's 2-man. He's got 1-man.
Yeah, XGO is gonna just get off the train.
Sumo.
Okay, Korak got the Tsumo, Ricci, Tsumo, Pinfu, 1 or a Dora. 1,300, 2,600. I'm very curious as to why Bryant would throw the 8-pin and not the 6-so.
Yeah.
Okay, in any case, it is East 4. Taro's dealer turn. Dora is 1-pin.
And then so far, not that crazy point movement. So still, everybody has a chance.
Pom.
Dora.
Well, XG
Pong.
has the Dora and pawns it. He's looking for a Jinchang hand, definitely.
Pom.
Bryant.
I suppose.
Bryant is that sort of player who will discard the Dora
Oh,
if he doesn't think he can use
this
it.
time now, Korak it's opening hand with the Honitsu or Chinitsu with the man's style.
Oh, that was a good draw. The shape of his
Nice draw.
Manzu is like pretty amazing right now.
Ich.
But
Chi.
Taru has very good speed.
So Taro's Richi for Pinfu.
3-6 so for a Pinfu.
Oh, Korak got to Tenpai. Will he con? Probably not. Discard 2-mon is probably the best play here.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
Sumo.
Oh,
So,
Tsumo Riso, Richi Tsumo Pinfu for 1,300 all. Okay, that was the first Renchon of this game. So it's East 4, 1 Homba. Dora is 9 so. Still, the points haven't moved around very much.
It's been a good game so far.
yeah, very, very tight. And then no crazy hands yet, but we'll
So
see if Taru can keep Linchang.
But looks good on the Taru-san's hands.
His hand looks really good.
So this practice is for the IORMC on the main tournament, and I think all the main tournament will be the tough match. So we should expect this kind of level of the games, right?
Probably. Mio, you've played in a previous IORMC, so how was your experience with that?
First of all, I have to get up at like 5 a.m. in the morning to play that, which is kind of problematic. But yeah, the games are really intense. And then, when you're representing your country, then you really want to give all you have. So it was tough. But I think I did pretty good. I ended up in 13th place in individual rank or something.
Nice.
So yeah.
Yeah, and as far as this year goes, it is first the team tournament, but then the top 16 players from the team tournament, the top 16 individual players, get to play in the individual tournament afterwards.
Yeah, I heard they're like switching up the tournament format. But now let's go back to the game. XGO is having a potential Itzu hand with
6
the
and 7
draws
so.
he has. Yeah. And then Tower now can discard the 1 pin to make a Tangyao Pinfu possible Ipe call.
Korak has 2 Dora, but the shape of his hand isn't the best. He had to break up a pair earlier because he ended up with too many pairs.
Yes.
Or
Okay, here he's Ishanten.
Yeah.
That's a tough that's a tough Dora Shampon or Shampon on Dora Suji. It's gonna be ooh, but Taro holding that Dora, that could be dangerous if he gets the Tenpai and has to discard it.
Bryant also wanted to go this 4 pin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised Bryant hasn't conned yet, but
Chi.
oh, calling for Ishanten.
Tenpai probably. And then XGO is Tenpai on a 10-7 so.
Chi.
Okay, now Bryant's
One
Tenpai.
left.
K10 for 7 pin.
Just one left in the Yama. Taro is struggling to find that tempai.
I'm surprised he played the Formon. This is around the time where normally you would consider folding if you're not tempai.
Korok is also in tempai with
Oh,
sticks.
I see. There was the comment from the YouTube was asking why the Korak is holding the Hatsu for a long time. Because I think he hold it for the safety tile purpose.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so drawn game. Everyone except Taro's in tempai. So now we move to South 1, second Homba. Dora is 8-so, and Korak is dealer.
The game just got more even after that. So yeah.
Ooh, wow.
And,
Ryan has a 2 Dora. And also Taro-san looks he has a good hands too.
Yeah, Bryant has 2 Dora, but the shape of his hand is
Yep.
not very good. Looks like Taro's looking for 7, 8, 9 Sanshoku, and he could even get Chanta with this shape.
yes. His
Boom.
hand is like fast enough so he can try to do something tricky, maybe. And he pulls that.
Mm,
Yeah.
Open.
I agree with that.
Open, it would be. It'd be a little tough though, because
Yeah.
if he ends up discarding the West, Taro, if he ends up discarding the West to try and go for the Chanta Sanshoku, then the value of his hand didn't increase with that.
Yeah.
pawn.
Chi.
Just gonna decrease.
It's more of that he's probably just willing to take a faster tempai if he,
Yes.
because the Sanshoku chance was not very likely. Okay, he gave up on that. One pin must look pretty good to but what weight will he choose? 6-9. 6-9 pin weight for Haku. And Korak is also tempai
Richie.
for 1 mon 9 pin shampon. Richi Wandora.
But there's one man left in the wall, but all the 9 pins are in Taro's hand. So, and I don't see Taro
Don't.
discarding them.
Bryant got to tempai, but ended up dealing the 6 pin into Taro's Haku hand. Okay. South 2. Dora is 6 pin. This is Bryant's second dealer turn.
Wow. Nima,
Yes?
do they have like Western Shanyu?
No, there are
I
no
do not think so.
extra rounds in IORMC rules.
Boom.
Okay, thank you.
Now XGL definitely wanna quickly swap the Oya to him, swap the dealership to him, so he pulled that white.
Korak is already Ishan. Wait, no,
He's
tempai.
tempai.
It's tempai.
Yeah.
6 pin or 3 pin though is not a very good weight, especially when Dora's 6 pin.
Yes.
He's probably hoping to switch over to Sanshoku.
But it's pretty tough to swap to Sanshoku because all the 5 pins are gone.
That is true, but there's no indication of that from his point of view right now.
Yeah.
He would probably, in that case, he probably just wants the 6 pin Dora, and then he could have the Kanchan for Sanshoku Dora.
Yes.
He broke tempai there. Korak did.
Is the live stream like laggy? I think it is. Probably a internet problem. Sorry, you can't do much about that.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
I'm saving the video locally as well, so if the live stream itself is too choppy, we can upload it separately later, and that should be high quality.
Oh, thank you.
I do that for all the streams, you know. It just usually doesn't matter. Oh,
Yeah.
Korak it got to Tenpai for the Sanshoku he was looking for, waiting on the 5 pin, all of which are in Taro's hand.
Toro is also a one shanten, but nah, he won't discard the 5 pin anyways. But
Oh, Korak.
now Korak drew a double Dora,
Each.
so he might leech on the shampoo.
No, the 2 West were already gone, so the
The 2 West
Shampon would have
already
been
gone,
even
yeah.
worse.
Two West are already gone, so.
But that 6 pin Ricci, it might trick the other players into thinking that 5 pin is safe, although
And two 8-pin for Nakasuji.
yes,
Oh, this is a scary one.
that's a very very tricky play.
See if Taro can
He would deal 1 pin
survive
before
this.
5 pin, I believe.
Yeah. Ooh, hard to tell. Yeah, definitely 8 pin and then
Each.
Okay,
hard
Bryant
to tell.
finally got to Tenpai. For
Yeah.
Tanyao, waiting on 2-so, 8-so.
it's there's no 8-so left and 1 2-so, no 2-so left as well.
This is probably going to end up going to the end of the game, Ryu Kyoku.
Mhm.
Okay. Korak and Bryant Tenpai. So that's Bryant's Renchan. So South 2, 1 Homba, and 2 Ricci sticks left on the table. The Dora is
Yeah,
Chun.
Brian had a high day hikkake.
Yeah.
I'm
Oops.
sure he wanted to have drawn that earlier.
Now Brian has a tune for Dora.
Yeah, the
Chun's Dora.
Dora pair.
Yeah, so for the folks, this live game is like too quick to catch up. So we're gonna have like after the game to review those games one more time. So if you guys have any question, please make a comment.
Now Xjo drew a Kanchan 8-man. That's pretty big for his hand. But Tower is
Gee.
also 1 shanten. But if he Tenpai, he needs to discard that Chun Dora.
Bryant called Kanchan Formon. He's looking at a Chun back and Atozuke on the Chun.
Yeah, this could be the interesting the Kyoku for like how to take care of those like Onatile Dora, like how it's good to see.
Each.
Now Xjo is Tenpai into a Pinfu no Mi.
Calling Ricci with just a Pinfu only hand against Bryant's
Yeet.
call, that's a little bit scary.
Pom.
Brave.
Brave,
This-
yes, brave.
Yeah. Pretty bad.
Oh,
for-
Bryant has to push here, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, not brave. He's trying to play around with the 3-so.
But there are still 5 of the XGO's weight in the wall, so
Yeah, so
1ドン
another V2. But
another brave.
Yeah, Korak dealt into Taro's Ricci Tanyao for 2,600.
that's a lot of Ricci stick.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's 4
But
Ricci.
still, because like no red Dora, so I think the hands has to combine with like some kind of Yaku in order to get like higher points. So the game is still close in the South 3.
Korak's hand is scary. With all these, Yakuhai pair.
Korak has a chance.
Yeah, he has a Haku and Chun pair and 1 Dora, the 6-so.
But I might just go for Chitoi here with his hand.
Yeah, 4 pairs.
Yeah.
It's tough because with 2 pairs of Yakuhai, and another Dora. This
There we go.
might make him go for Chitoi instead, because he's Ishan 10 for Chitoi Dora Dora, which could get him into first.
It's still South 3 though. You can
Yes.
definitely change into a
Ooh.
crazy hand like Toi Toi Yaku Yaku and Dora 3 or something.
Yeah, he did just Anko up his 3 Mon.
Yes. The extra's hand is slowly turning into a Jinzi.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's gonna pull that.
Yeah, for the 6 pin to come out first, that would have been one of the tougher tiles to call. And now, in just a moment, Korak became Tenpai for Chun, Toi Toi, Dora Dora. Either tile he wins on will add 1 more Han to make it Hanuman.
So it's definitely Hanuman.
Brian, please.
Yeah, Bryant would be in. No con.
No con? Oh, come on, man.
I think the reason is like 3 of them are not opening hands, so that could give out the chance to get the Uradora after Ricci.
Yes.
Yeah, and the con would have it would be very unlikely for the con to increase the value of his hand. One of his 5 different tiles would have to become Eudora, and then it would be Baimon.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we know that Korak has like a big hand Tenpai, but from the other side, from the opponents, what do you think? Like you could see Chung and Pawn 6-pin pawn, right?
Well,
The 6 pin being pawned first, it and then the Chun after. It could look like he just was calling for a quick hand, but with this point situation, that's kind of hard to imagine.
Correct.
but I think the board looks pretty Toizuba, you know.
Brian just pushed the hot.
Yes, Bryant pushed the Hatsu a couple turns ago, and he pushed 5.
5 pins.
It's
okay.
Yeah, the Pinzu is very cheap on the board, but
So all the
5 pin was still
the
a
worst
live
case
tile.
pawn, right? Correct.
Three, so Bryant should have just folded, but
3 says okay fold. So yeah,
okay.
white is definitely not gonna come out. So
Korak and XGO Tenpai, so that's Renchan for XGO.
That was in a big Tenpai.
Yeah.
So even though we don't have like red doors and stuff, still the placement. Let's review. Like we have like Uma and Oka, right? So the first place is gonna have like a big bonus, huge. And then
Yes, it's like the usual Tenho style Oka and Uma. Although when you're playing on Tenho normally, those don't matter. So yeah, just to reiterate, it's 10-20 Uma with 20k Oka. So this is taken from like 30,000 points. So from 30,000 points, first place essentially gets another 40,000 points added onto their score, and these scores will be added. These scores will be cumulative for this practice match for each team, and that is also the same format that will be taking place with the actual IORMC tournament.
oh, that was
Cork decided to break up his
Taro.
east.
yeah. Taro-san's already Ishanten, and the Dora is coming now. So everybody. Oh, wow, Korak, 7-man. Oh, George is Ishanten.
Yeah.
XGO just trying to get wrench on, it looks like.
Gee.
Seeing the Dora come out from Taro probably looks like he has a fast hand.
And he did gain to Tenpai.
Yes.
But Taru is gonna lead you now with Pumping Peiko.
Yeah, that's
That's a nice hand.
Yeah, that's
If he
a
has
Mangan
a
level
Ura,
hand.
then actually pretty interesting choice here. Still go for the Adaman because for speed. But there are only two.
Oh, Korak is in
tiles
trouble.
left. Yeah, he is. There are only 2 tiles left for XGO, and then for 5-8, so though I think there are still 4 left. So
Wow, Korak is going around.
yeah, he's making it around.
Ooh, that might end it though.
Wrong.
Korak just dealt into Ryuchi, Pinfu, Ipeko, Tanyao. No
Yeah,
Uradora.
like this hand is hard to give it up.
Yeah,
Since he got a two Dora.
Yeah. And it's
And
pretty
then
hard for
this
him
is
to
like
give
this
up anyways.
this is the type I might deal into because the Taro-san's first discard was 9 so right. Hope to get pass it. It was like floating tile.
Yeah. Now let's look at points. XGO is just out of Mangan range, Mangan small range, because of the 12,700 difference between the dealer right now. So he needs a Hanuman small at least to go to the top.
Yes, and in this case, the Korak, what he should think about? Let's see.
ideally Korak would want second because that's still within range,
Yes,
and that is second is positive.
And I think the main focus will be the same as the 10 for avoid the fourth place.
But even in this tournament format, you don't want third place either, because fourth place is only at 10 points lower than third place. So you really want second place because the gap between second and third place with these UMA is 20 points.
Okay. On the other hand, well, what do you think? From Taro-san, he's leading the game. It's not big points, like 36, but does he going to win the hand or trying to close this game?
With such a big bonus for getting first place, he'll probably just be satisfied with it as it is. But I think if Taro sees a way to win a hand safely, then extending his lead would give his team more points to work with later.
It is not Agariyame, right?
There is no Agariyame. That's
Boom.
right.
Okay. Extra is just going
Boom.
to discard the set with less outcomes. Oh,
Although that 3-mon could have been his pair if he was planning on poning that 2-so. Okay, so
Yeah.
now he's Tenpai on a Tonki 7-so.
there's still one alive. In,
7-so based on the other players' discards
wall.
looks pretty good.
Ooh,
Yeah,
correct.
looks pretty good.
It's a hard choice now. Brian also pawn on the hats doesn't make direct hit. Still,
waiting on the wind could be good now, but
7、
not much are left because all the norths are in there.
Come.
Extra
Oh.
needs a direct hit. Kang. Okay.
So
that's
Xgeo's
not-
Tenpai for
But he's having a Haneman now, so
yes.
his sumo could also
he went
Ugh.
tried to get on the first place. Oh,
yeah. That sumo would make him into first place.
and the correct has a. Ooh, all the 7 pins gone.
But but a wrong to be placed on Taro, or he will be just short of 700.
It's-
Interesting. Kept on 7 pin.
4、
So Korak, that wasn't enough to get to second place, but Korak at least got into third place.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah, Korak chose the 7-pin for Itsu rather than the Shampon. It was tough though, because none of Korak's honor tiles were Yakuhai, so he ended up calling the 1-pin for Tenpai, but it was a kind of cheap without the Itsu added on.
Okay.
All right, so as you can see, Taro got first place, Xgeo in second, Korak in third, and Bryant got fourth place.
GG's.
Okay, so I have got the Paifu from Bryant, so we can put that up on the screen. Just one moment.
Could you also send the link into the group?
Yes.
So I can also watch it.
Yes, 1 second.
That was a good Oras. On a YouTube comment, Daisuke, which he's gonna play on the game 3, he is super hyped. And he was saying Korak has like a Hanuman sumo range. Oop. There's somebody is asking 2 who away from second. 2 who away from second. Yeah.
Yes.
Rest in peace.
Yes.
Oh yeah, if Korak's hand had and like 2 more fu, like if his pair were Yakuhai, it would have been 52 instead of 39. Okay, got the Paifu pulled up. Shall we invite some of the players into the chat?
Okay. Who should we invite? Korak?
Yeah,
Let's ask Korak.
and I have questions for Bryant too.
I think Brian's kind of scared, so he might not join in the conversation. But I think so. Overall, he did okay. Besides the Orasu.
Yeah, just give
Okay,
us
I'm
a
asking
moment.
correct. George needs to go, so he cannot join the conversation. So
Okay,
let's ask.
I'm asking Bryant right now.
Okay, let's invite Korak.
Hey everyone,
Hey, Bryant.
Hey, Brian.
I see I got some haters already.
Hello,
No, you
everyone.
did okay. Hey, Korak.
I did okay.
So those two players, they just played the game. So, Korak. So, how was the game? Like,
Well, that was a game where everything seemed to go to a draw at the end until we got, I don't know, towards the middle of South round. I mean, everything seemed pretty cheap and straightforward for a while, but no one was just winning the hands.
But overall, I think it was a really, really good game. And is it maybe because like no red Dora like building the Yaku, because seems everyone goes to like very fast hand.
Yes, in Akaari, you're always going to be efficiency first. I had one point where I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to push for a 3-4-5 Tanya Sanshiku, but I just took the weight and, of course, ended up. That was the one hand I did win with the Sumo and the Ura.
Okay,
But most of the time, yes, you're much more broad in your options, and you're not going to get quite as often the people calling for 1,000 points to shut things down because
Who is
you're
injured,
looking
by the
for
way?
something legitimate every hand.
Okay.
Is that Mio?
Hello.
Hey, it's Mio and Brian.
Hi.
The person just talking was Korak.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
So
I-
now should we use the screen share to see the reviewing the games among with the 5?
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to close this.
I can do the screen share. Just give me 1 second.
What about Brian? Like what was your thought from this game?
Oh, I thought it was a pretty close game until like South 2.
Yes.
Until that almost manga.
Seems everybody had a chance, right? I mean, George had a chance. Korak had a chance. He had a really, really good tempai. And also Taro-san had he did really good. And Brian almost had a big hands too.
Yes.
Any point like you were talking about? You want to bring up on the topic to discuss?
I didn't really see the other player's hand.
Okay.
I don't really know what was going on.
Mm.
But it seemed like I thought it was kind of clear who was voting and who wasn't.
Okay, the screen share is up. Can everyone see it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
hard
I
to
can see
turn on.
it.
Oh, I can see it.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
this is from Korak's perspective, same as on the stream.
Okay. So let's review East 1 again, like it's a 6 Sodora. And A-san is a Korak, right? So Korak, what was your the mindset from the like starting dealer?
Okay, so with this one, it's a bunch of really bad shapes. So if I can back into something like a 678 or 789 Sanshiku, that'd be great. If not, I have a Dora, so Riichi Dora by itself is fine. So I'm just going to mainly focus on speed. If I back into a bigger hand, great. If not, Riichi Dora is just fine.
He's got the point. So what about Brian? Like you're in the south, right?
Yeah.
I mean, with the starting hand, what was your thought?
Well, I thought that the hand volume must be pretty small if I don't get a Sanshoku. I mean, what if I'm lucky? I'll draw 2 Doras, but it's not even going to. It might not be a Pinfu at that as well.
Okay.
And I can defend with like if I go for Chanta. So I thought I should go for Chanta
I see.
or
Okay.
Sanshoku. Yeah.
So by looking at everyone's starting hand, like not that super good hands to start with, but seems the Taro-san might have a best shape, but we never know. So it seems everybody seems like flat game to start out.
And so, Brian, you mentioned that you're going for Sanshoku earlier, and I thought you were breaking or discarding the 4-mon to confirm the 3-mon pair, but you were just breaking it to try and go for Sanshoku instead then, huh?
Yeah, and there was also a Chinitsu bluff.
A Chinitsu bluff? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was looking at that hand and the pond at the time and going, what on earth's going on? After about 6 or 7 turns, I see the last 9 pins. So I'm sitting here thinking, if this is a Kokushi attempt, it's dead, and he has no idea.
But from the other side, like especially the Korak is the starting dealer, and then your Shimocha is doing something like looks like crazy stuff. You don't like it, right?
At this point, I figure it's either some sort of Chanta Junchen hand, but it's too early to tell here. It may be it may be Kokushi. It's just too early. It's weird, and that's all I need to pay attention to.
Weird. I think that's all about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Brian drew his 1, 2, 3 Sanshoku, but then
Yeah.
you chose here. You had a choice between 1 pin, 1 so, 9 so. Well, obviously you keep the 9 so because there's no chance of that like backfiring and making it not Junchan. But the choice between the 1 so and 1 pin here, I'm interested in hearing your thought.
I mean, I read there was more 1 pin in the wall.
Just, I mean, there was one so out, but that.
Yeah,
that
like
was
I
it.
mean, if you don't read discards, that's already true, right? And then if you do read discards, I mean, if you try to read other players' hand, like I mean, Korak just played a 2 pin, but I don't think it's out of a 1, 2, 3 shape. Because if it's out of a 1, 2, 3 shape, I have 1, 1. I mean, I have a 3 pin, and then the person across also has a 3 pin, and he will have to have the last 3 pin. Because I think there's probably 1 in the wall. Like I mean, the normal distribution would be like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think not too bad, but bad luck. George had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, George had it.
Because from George's the river, we can't really see like 2 pin or some pin, so
Yeah,
you can really tell.
I know. It's just how it happens.
Yeah, so from the Koraks and then also the Taro-sans, it was right. Brian's reading was right. So,
Yeah,
okay,
they didn't have any 1 pin. It's just that
Yeah.
XGO had the other 2 1 pin.
Yeah.
Oh, and then
The
Masa.
Hatsu, I think I should have kept. I think that was a mistake.
Okay.
yeah,
When that came out, that's 3 straight terminals after the terminals and honors. So at this point, I think it's not Kokushi. It's probably some weird Chanta Junchan hand. So I feel that did kind of give away what you were going for, which may not have been your intent, but that was definitely how it appeared.
Okay.
Yeah, and with a closed hand like this, where you don't get Pinfu, Chanta and Junchan with Sanshoku are going to be worth pretty much the same. So, yeah, so it would have been better to try and pair up the Hatsu rather than the 1 pin, right?
Yeah. But the Tenpai chance for keeping the 1 pins higher.
But would you be happy
But,
with 4 pin?
4 pin.
I mean, that's what I got at the end.
Yeah, but,
yeah.
but you only
That
have
was
like one draw left, so at that point you
Yeah.
might as well.
Yeah.
Want to keep the tempai rather than no ten.
Right.
Mm.
Well, I think that'll come up later in this hand because I
Yeah.
eventually
Let's
fold.
keep going.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, and the one mon here, Brian, you could have switched your one pin for one mon. It would have been Fudi 10 though, huh? So I guess that's why
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
you didn't. Okay.
Each.
Okay, so here Bryant just takes tempai just to maybe push the other players off their hands. I'm assuming
Right.
that was your intention.
That was my intention. Yeah.
That was questionable, like you said.
Yeah, with the only
Because
one
this-
tile left.
And the thing is, you don't see any Dora out, so
Yeah. What if, right?
Well, I don't think people are in Tenpai.
Oh.
okay.
Why not? What was your reasoning for that?
I think I see two of them starting to fold.
Which two?
My Shimoja and Kamisha. I mean, and not my Kamisha, but my Toyman.
Okay, so you think that Korak was still pushing, but the other two players, they look like they were folding.
They didn't look like they were going for a hand.
I mean, with it's kind of tough to watch on Tenho, but if you were watching for Tsumogiri, it looks like from Taro's discards, he was just Tsumogiri the last six before your Richi. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
But that would be was already
Extrio
10-5,
also
7.
Extrio also discarded a pair from his hand, so
yeah,
Yeah.
a pair of live one pin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of tough to say that they were not Tenpai.
Oh, okay. I might be wrong.
yeah, maybe
But that's
play style
that's
difference
what I
as
went off
well.
with.
I mean, yeah, Richi here, you had what, two draws left?
Yeah.
But only
I wasn't planning to win.
Oh, yeah. Of course not.
Of course not.
well, his weight was like terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Chi.
probably play style difference as well.
So, Korak, you called for K10.
Yeah, easy call. I'm going to do that all the time. It breaks your Patsu. I have a safe tile against it.
Yeah,
And it puts me in K10.
Very reasonable.
So reasonable.
And with that, because of that call, Taro got to Tenpai.
But it was interesting. He, dropped the 4-man summon and then he, going around.
still
Even
Tenpai,
though, yeah. Even though there's like left, I mean the short, the wall left. So those two were pretty good move after they got the Richie from the Bryant, I think.
They were Genbutsu after all, and they didn't
Yeah.
completely wreck the shape of his hand. And so
Yeah, this is one of about 3 tiles that's going to make me give up. I was
Yeah.
not happy to draw that.
yeah, near the Dora, not safe at all. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
it could, I mean, if it's dealing, then like guaranteed Dora, right? At least,
Right. I'm thinking minimum 5,200 feed. So even as dealer, especially just with K10, if I had some value or something, I might push it. But here I just threw the 3, so I think.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't reach, would you drop? Would you fold?
No.
See, that's why I reached. all right. Let's.
Okay. That was an especially interesting hand. Are there any other hands we should jump to? Because I don't think we have time to review the entire Mahjong.
Yeah. Let's
There's
go
one
to
more
the
at
south front.
Domiton Sanshuku that I think was
Oh.
really interesting.
Yeah. That was a little later, I think. We can just quickly.
Yeah, South 2.
Home.
Can you not skip like stuff? Can you not just skip to the stuff?
Do you want to skip straight to South 2?
I thought we were just gonna skip.
We could
we
skip
can-
straight to South 2. I'm not sure if there's anything else we wanted to discuss. This hand I thought was a little interesting because Xgeo was calling from. He called the Haku from a not very good hand.
Yeah.
I haven't played with Xgeo much, but when I did play with him a few times at LAPOM, he did call from like pretty far away hands, I think.
Yeah, he makes very far calls sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and which I totally don't agree with him. Sometimes we argue on that, and then yeah.
But if you're calling like everything, then let's say like the shompai, the life tiles, like can't really tell. In later situation, it's like quick hands or like far away hands. So I think that's the George's purpose, like calling live tiles, no
Yeah.
matter what.
Yeah, he's pretty aggressive in calling sometimes, especially with this hand. If I had another pair, I might do it, but then
I know.
the
Right?
Haku is my only pair, so
Oh yes,
I'll be a little bit hestant on pressing that pump button. So
yeah, that's another thing. Calling with your only pair as the Yakuhai, it could make it tough. And then I think you mentioned while we were watching this, the first time through Mio, that he was just looking for a pair. Although he had a Nobiton, so it wasn't completely terrible.
that's true.
Is there any other hand we want to look through before we jump to South 2?
Let's go. Let's skip to South 2.
Okay. Yes, that was this one. This is South 2, Brian Steeler turn. The Dora was 6-pin.
Home.
So again, XGO called the first Taku that came out. His hand wasn't as bad, I guess, as it was the first, or in East 2. Still kind of a far call with his pair being attached to a Yanmen. The rest of the hand might be tough to fill out. Okay, so then here on the fourth turn,
Instead-
I'm already.
yeah, here on the fourth turn, Korak got to Tenpai in the 3-pin, but this is not a hand that you would reach immediately.
There's just so much that improves it. I'm even thinking possible Itsu at this point.
Oh, even Itsu.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So then you would, of course, you would have to break Tenpai on the way to Itsu.
Right. I was wondering whether I should throw the 2-pin here instead of the Tuso, but I figure the chances aren't that big. The only other thing I could possibly back into by keeping the Tuso is Ipeco. I guess technically I probably should have kept the Tuso, but it just seems so far off at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, normally if you're not going to take this Tenpai, because it's no Yaku, no Dora, bad weight, you're not going to reach E. So normally you would keep a better Ishanten, but that Ishanten wouldn't have been that much better.
Right, and that was basically my thinking.
So I think keeping Tenpai in this case could be okay, because if he Tsumo, then that's it, right?
Yeah,
Right.
you would.
Yeah,
you
I
make
mean,
it pretty
Furry
first.
10 Ricci here doesn't even make sense even
Yep.
with the Dimension. It's just a lousy hand.
So, of course, you would just take the Tsumo only if you got it.
Yeah, I feel you'd have to at this point because I mean, even if you go into Furi 10 with it, you're talking 2,600, maybe more with Ura, and you put yourself at pretty big danger.
Yeah.
It'd be different if we're talking Mongon, but it's lousy.
And here with this Forso, you broke Tenpai.
Yes, now I'm looking at a bunch of options that'll really improve the hand. I'm going to get really frustrated if the 3-so comes, but other than that, it looks like a much better option at this point.
Oh, that's good.
So you would mainly be looking for, what, 5 or 6-so for Ipeiko then?
Yes, that's the goal here.
And here you got the Dora 6-pin.
Right. I'm considering Rishi because I have Nakasuji, but because it's the Dora indicator, I feel there's a much better chance it comes out if I just sit in Dama.
Right.
Mm.
And especially in Akanashi. I mean, 5,200 is still a lot.
And you were in the lead at this point as well.
Home.
And then here.
Yeah, at this point, I feel I have to reach you. If I'm throwing live Dora, it already tells everyone I'm in Tenpai, so there's no use trying to hide it. Plus, my pawn, the 5 looks reasonably safe. Not super safe, but I mean, you're looking at a 2, 8, 4, 6 pin in the pond.
I was very surprised to see your Tenpai shape when I went to Ryukaku.
Yeah, the 5-pin, I would say looks super safe because not only is it Nakasuji, but you threw a Dora, which is right next to the 5-pin. So
Yes, yeah, that was my thinking.
And then from Terashi, right?
Yeah,
Right.
he throws it.
Tadashi as well.
Well, it's not Tadashi. What's the...
You Tadashi, yeah.
Yeah.
Furikiri, yeah. So.
And that makes sense because you don't want them to think, oh, I just picked up the Dora on the way and now a Ricci because I threw a Dora. You want them to think,
Like,
Right.
desperate
Sumo
Dora
Dora
Ricci,
makes
right?
no sense. It immediately causes people to go, hey, wait a second. Something's going on. Whereas if I take the one in my hand, it's safe. Now, I actually took a while to Ricci here because I had to look at, wait a second, do I want to take the Shampone? And pretty quickly realized, oh no, the 2 Sha are dead.
Otherwise you definitely would, right?
Yeah, no question.
Each.
And then Bryant chases with his Tanyao Tenpai.
I was dealing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And your discards were really strong too, because you just had a ton of 100 tiles the whole way through.
On a tile.
Yeah.
You didn't think to maybe Dama because you were waiting on Korak's Genbutsu?
Genbutsu, yeah. I was thinking the same thing when he actually showed it.
There's only one left.
That's true.
I was hoping for Tsumo.
On the 8-so, really?
Or the 2s. I mean, reach Taino Tsumo, and then if I get one Ura, that's pretty big for dealing.
Even Ricci Tanyao Tsumo with the Ricci stick on the board. That would be
Yeah,
plenty.
I would have been satisfied. But if it's Taino only, then I would not be satisfied.
That's fair, I think. And then your Suji trap came out too late.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I looked at the replay on that, my Kamicha having all my outs from the very beginning of the hand.
Unlucky.
Oh, no.
I would have definitely thrown this.
But still, in the situation got involved, then I think this 5-pin it could be really the good weight. Of course, it's next to the door, so it's dangerous. But especially like 2-pin and 8-pin and then 4-pin came out, and then the 6-pin Terashi and Richie, right? So it's not like
Right.
2-5.
But again, that was why I waited as long as I did to reach on it. Is when I had the Dora, there really isn't much of a choice. It's obvious I'm in Tenpai.
So folks, Korak is pretty good. We can depend on him.
Okay. This hand. Okay, yeah. This is the hand where Exio and Taro reached,
1
but Bryant was calling for Chun Otozuke, right? So
Yeah.
the Chun comes out, but then you kind of
1
you don't push.
ポン
I was trying to rebuild around the 3-pin
Why?
Oop.
because the pins look very dangerous to me.
But you have Mungan.
Your dealer. and
I
you
know,
have-
but if I do it, it's nothing.
But the 3-so didn't look that safe either.
No?
No.
Why not?
Why?
I mean, it's the Suji to the Toyman, and someone cut 5 and then 2. My Shimosha.
Yeah. The Exio cut 5 and then 2.
Yeah.
I mean that could be fair, but what if it was from like a 1-2-2 shape?
One.
'Cause
That's possible. That's possible.
Yeah, in actuality, he cut the 5 from a 1-1-2-5 so shape, and then the 1 so became his pair. But
Yeah.
you would have to think he threw the 2 so right before the Ricci, so he must have lower Sozu because he threw the 5 first.
Right, but I think it was completed.
I mean, and to be fair, the patterns that would wait on the 3 so was pretty much just Penchon. So
Yeah.
I think that's an okay read, but I think you should have pushed more because your dealer with Mangan, you know?
Oh, okay.
I think, yeah, we're in the wrong direction of the discussion here. I think we should discuss whether to push or not. I think it's definitely a push. I know,
Yeah.
Lychee on a
100%
7.
push.
Lychee on a 7 and the 3 is super dangerous, but I mean, it's the Oyaman. I can't even get rid of it, so I'll definitely push with 3-pin.
Well, plus it's not Ipatsu. I tend to be a little more cautious on that first turn, especially in Akanashi, because then you're going to pay out big. But you're past that at this point, and you have a really good shape. You're in perfect Ishan 10, so you can't ask for much more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with such high value, you really should push, I think. Yeah, we kind of got a little bit off of the topic with the advanced reading, but in this case, it's a pretty hard push when you have Yaku, you can open to advance your hand, perfect Ishanten for dealer Mangan, you know?
And oh, by the way, there's 4,300 in the middle.
Right.
He's got the point.
This is why I eventually reach my garbage hand at the end and deal in, is because I'm saying, even with nothing, it's worth going.
And that's here, yes. Oh, no, not yet.
No, I throw the 3 because it's safe.
Yeah, the 2, it comes out here.
Right. At this point, I mean, to me, this isn't a question. I'm going to reach you that almost all the time, just because of how much is in there, even with a bad weight.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
And there's the only way to improve the hand would be 6-pin. So there's very little downside to Ricci.
See, for waiting would be if I could improve, but the 9's dead.
Yeah, 9 so's are all gone.
And also, if he then, I mean, against 2 Richie, probably like only now 9-pin. Yeah, I mean, he might borrow some safety tiles in the future.
8 so card, but yes, it's good. The 9 man and then the 8 so, and just not much.
1
9-pin. There's only 3 left, so I'll definitely lychee here as well.
うん。
4
Yes,
Just-
normally this is a fold, but with that in the middle, I feel I have to reachy.
Just because
The
you
other
can
one I
just
dealt in was
quadruple-
much more questionable.
You can just quadruple your hand, so why not?